I will probably never get that again, but it wasn't terrible. Kaya says hello and welcome back to Veggies by Eos. This will be another Starbucks taste test, whatever you want to call it, video with some of your suggestions or some of my friends' suggestions, along with just stuff that I want to try and rate and see if I like it or not. But if your favorite drink is not in this video, go ahead and leave a comment below what your favorite drink is, and I will definitely try that next time because I do plan on making another one of these videos. But without further ado, enjoy this video. Kaya! Anyway, today I don't have much of it left, and this is actually, it's been sitting on my desk for like an hour, so it's water at this point. But I finally tried the pink drink. I've been meaning to try this for honestly years. Like, I'm serious, years. I never used to go to Starbucks ever, so in my opinion, I was like, I'm not gonna go there to try the pink drink. But now that I actually go to Starbucks a lot, I was like, you know what? The pink drink still exists. I'm gonna try the pink drink, and it is very good. I really like it. I still prefer matcha, but this is definitely very good. And definitely recommend it. And I was actually kind of scared to try it because I was watching Ashley Wicca's video the other day, and she tried the pink drink in her video, and she actually said she didn't like it at all. So I was kind of concerned. But I feel like me and hers taste buds don't really align, because she also loves this one vegan ice cream called Kato, and I thought it was disgusting. Like, and I like vegan ice cream. Every other vegan ice cream I've tried I liked, and that one, she raves about it, and I couldn't even finish it. Oh yeah. Pink drink, very good. I would get it again. I mean, again, I prefer matcha, but I would definitely get the pink drink again. I think it'd be like a nice, refreshing drink on a hot summer day. I also noticed in the app they have a drink, I forget what it's called, but it's basically the pink drink, but they use blackberries instead. So I'd actually be kind of curious to try that one too and kind of compare them and see which one I like better. I love blackberries, but I do feel like I would like this one better. But I do want to try that one. I just turned my camera on to film, and they're cutting down a tree. A tree just fell. Okay, I pick the most wonderful times to film. I'm sorry, but today I am trying another Tara Michelle drink. I'll go ahead. I have a screenshot from her video of what she got, and what I got is slightly different. So I'll tell you how mine is different, because they didn't have some stuff. But I'll go ahead and put hers on the screen. So she gets grande iced black tea, brown sugar syrup instead of liquid cane, oat milk instead of water, and a splash of vanilla sweet cream. So this is similar to that. I was not able to get the brown sugar syrup, so I decided to get the sugar-free vanilla, which is what I normally get in matchas. I figured if I know I like that syrup, might as well get it in this. And then they're out of oat milk, which I'm pretty sure all Starbucks currently at the moment are out of oat milk. I think there's like a national shortage, not even just national, because like they don't have it in Canada either, because Tara Michelle keeps complaining about how they like don't have oat milk. So I don't think any Starbucks have oat milk right now, so I decided to get almond milk. Soy milk is my favorite non-dairy milk, but I figured with like this kind of drink, almond milk would have just worked better compared to soy. I also said light ice, but they didn't give me light ice. I've had this drink for like 2 or 3 hours, so the ice is mainly melted. But yeah, they did not do light ice, which they never do. I probably have complained about that in every single one of these videos I've made. Oh, and by the way, I've done a different Tara Michelle drink. That's why I said like I'm trying another Tara Michelle drink. I think in my part 2 of this series, I tried her matcha drink, which also has brown sugar syrup in it, which all Starbucks are apparently out of the brown sugar syrup, which is fine. I mean, I like the vanilla. I will say, I do want to try this with her actual, like once Starbucks get oat milk and brown sugar syrup again, which I don't know when that will be, but when they do, I want to try this with the actual, like what Tara Michelle actually recommended. I mean, if you like black tea, I would recommend trying this. It has like kind of, I mean, it is kind of weird, like with the, so I have almond milk and sweet cream and the sugar-free vanilla, like that's kind of a weird combination. To be fair, I do that with matchas and it's really good, but with black tea, it's not bad. Like, I would get this again, although I like matcha better, so like if it's this versus matcha, I'd probably go for the matcha. So I don't know if I'll get this again just because I love matchas so much. This is cheaper though. This is quite a bit cheaper. And actually, if you don't get the sweet cream, Wait, let me check on the price actually. This is like a lot cheaper than a matcha. So although I like the taste of matcha better, for the price, if you're looking for a cheap drink, this one is actually pretty good. So this was $4.28. And if you take out the sweet cream, it is only $3.19, and that's with tax. Like with tax, if you don't have the sweet cream, which like I think I could taste the sweet cream in here, but I could also go without it. Since there's a few different things in here, I'm not exactly sure what all I'm tasting, but since the sweet cream is an extra $1, that's kind of a lot of money just for sweet cream. So what I would recommend if you do try this, maybe just don't get the sweet cream, just because I don't know if it's actually worth the extra $1. You can kind of taste it in drinks and it's good, but is it worth $1? No, not really. Another thing I like about this is it does not have much caffeine. I was looking in the Starbucks app. You can pull up the nutrition facts, see how much caffeine is in stuff. And this has like less than half the amount of caffeine that matcha has, and matcha has like a third of the amount of caffeine that like a cold brew has. So this has like barely any caffeine, which I really like, just because I've realized, I don't know if I've mentioned this in any videos yet, but I'm pretty sure I have sensitivity to caffeine. Like I can still drink matcha, but I don't think I can drink coffee. I'm not sure, I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm fairly certain I do have a caffeine sensitivity. But anyway, as I was saying, if you're looking for a drink with not that much caffeine, highly recommend. Yeah, if you want a drink with not that much caffeine and cheap, I mean for a grande, yeah, $3.19. As long as you don't get the sweet cream. So I probably will get this again. I do want to try, if anyone happens to know, I doubt anyone knows, but if anyone knows when Starbucks are getting the brown sugar syrup back or the oat milk back, I would definitely want to try this with that. That might not be for like months from now, but eventually I'll make another one of these videos and I will get the exact Tara Michelle drink. Sorry, I was just looking at my phone because Morgan Brostad messaged me back on Instagram. You should check out her channel. I'll link it below because she's still a pretty small YouTuber. I think she has about 12,000 followers. She's actually originally from the city I lived in before here. So I like, whenever I see one of her videos and she talks about her hometown, I know exactly what city she's talking about, and like I've lived there before. So I'm always like, oh, I know what you're talking about. And her last video was about horseback riding and how she got, I think like 2 horses stepped on her same leg and like broke her leg or something. It was an interesting video, but anyway, every single time I was just thinking in my head, where on earth is horseback riding in this town that she's talking about? Because I'm like, I've never even heard of that. Well, she told me exactly where the horseback riding is. I really like her. I really like her. I hope that she gets more subscribers. You should subscribe to me because I have like no subscribers, but you should also subscribe to her because she makes videos about Hinge Cringe is her series, which is like basically just bad date story times, which my favorite genre in general to watch on YouTube is story times. Specifically if it's interesting or like a bad date story time, or like I like roommate story times, which by the way, I have roommate story time videos below. Mine are actually, they're bad. I sometimes rewatch them just because I can't believe this happened to me, but they are 100% true. I say they because I had to make it into 3 videos because it's so long. So if you have time, watch my story time on my crazy roommate because yeah, it's bad. Sorry, I just went on a rant, but overall, I would get this drink again. Did I mention, I don't even know if I mentioned this doesn't have sugar in it, which I really like. So the fact that this is really cheap, doesn't have sugar in it, well, I added sugar because I'm sure their almond milk probably has sugar. I'm sure the sweet cream has sugar, and the sugar-free vanilla doesn't have sugar, but it has, other crap that you probably shouldn't have. But just the black tea by itself doesn't have sugar, whereas the matcha, I don't know why Starbucks does this, it pisses me off, but Starbucks matcha powder isn't matcha powder, it's matcha powder mixed with sugar, which like I really wish they would not do that and just have regular matcha powder. I mean, that's why it tastes so good, because there's sugar, but like, I don't want sugar in my drink. My summary on this is, you can get it without sugar, it's very cheap, and not much caffeine at all if you're not really a caffeine drinker or have a sensitivity to caffeine like me. So sorry, that took me like 10 minutes to give you that summary, but I would recommend this drink. Hi, I have a new drink to update you on, and this is a drink I've been meaning to try for forever, and I kind of forgot it existed, but it is the green tea Frappuccino. I was kind of expecting it to just taste like their matcha latte, but like blended form, so basically a matcha smoothie, and lots of places have matcha smoothies, at least where I'm from. Like you can go to any boba shop pretty much I mean, yeah, you can literally go to any boba shop and get a matcha smoothie. I do have a couple to compare it to, since I don't know if you guys can tell this by now, but I love matcha. I've tried so many matchas from so many different places. So I was very excited to try the Frappuccino Matcha from Starbucks, and it was kind of disappointing. It wasn't terrible. I wouldn't like never get it again or anything, but compared to their matcha latte in my opinion is a lot better than the Frappuccino. Like if you're picking one over the other, definitely go for the latte. Plus the latte is cheaper, so yes, please, if you're gonna try one or the other, try the matcha latte. Also, another thing I'd like to point out is comparing it to some boba shops that I've tasted. Starbucks Frappuccino, or like let's just call it a matcha smoothie, because that's basically what it is. It's just a matcha smoothie. Their matcha smoothie is not as good as a lot of ones that I've tried. My favorite one in Lubbock, Texas is from Urban Tea Company. I can write their name in the description if you want, if you happen to ever be in Lubbock, Texas, which 99% of you won't, but if you happen to be near Lubbock, Texas, definitely get Urban Tea Company instead of Starbucks if you want a matcha smoothie. Or if you live near Chicago, I think it's in Des Plaines. It's called Brew Lounge. They have a really, really good matcha smoothie too. Definitely like way better than the Starbucks one. She drinks in just about every single clip I film. Those are my thoughts on Starbucks matcha frappuccino. It wasn't bad, but their matcha latte is so much better. And if you like genuinely really want a matcha smoothie, just go to a boba shop. Like just trust me. Go to a boba shop. You can get boba, like Starbucks doesn't have boba. I would highly recommend just going to a boba shop instead. So I will probably never get that again, but it wasn't terrible. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I do plan to make more of these, so give me your suggestions in the comments below, especially if they're matcha. And I'll see you next week. Bye.